I'll be covering a few artists who are deceased but yet they're still relevant today. Number 1, Aaliyah Houghton. On August 25, 2001, Aaliyah was killed when her Cessna crashed, just 2 weeks shy of 9/11. Aaliyah was promoting her single Rock the Boat from her self-titled album. Portions of the video were shot in Miami, and the other half were in the Nassau, Bahamas. According to sources, Aaliyah hated small planes, but she risked it this time. She wanted to head back home for whatever reason. Even though she's been gone over 20 years, she's very much still a very heavy influence and an icon to many, even Generation Z who's never knew her. Number 2, Whitney Elizabeth Houston. We can never forget the angelic voice from New Jersey that left us all shocked and stunned when she passed away in 2012. Whitney left fans sad, grieving, and to this day, she's still very much missed, but she's still one of the most celebrated deceased artists. Number 3, John Lennon, formerly of the Beatles, killed December 1980 by a deranged fan while returning from a studio session to his home in New York. Earlier in the day, the man got an autograph from John, but he returned later in the afternoon and shot John 4 times in the back. It was stunning for everyone. Number 4, Michael Jackson, the king of pop. So much can be said about one man. The greatest entertainer of all time, influenced by so many, Jackie Wilson, James Brown. Gone too soon, but he'll never be forgotten, and he's still relevant to this day. Number 5, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Aaron Presley. Probably safe to say he wasn't appreciated until he passed away. Elvis passed away from a massive heart attack in 1977. It was a shock for everyone who could relate to him, but to this day, Elvis is still very much missed and relevant. Number 6, Marvin Gaye, perhaps one of the greatest singers of all time, killed on April Fool's Day, 1984, just one day before his birthday, murdered by his father. A provoked attack that Marvin Gaye wanted. He had a death wish, and he knew his dad would pull the trigger. We still appreciate and play his music to this day. He's loved and missed by millions around the world. Thank you for your great music. Number 7, Freddie Mercury of the group Queen, with such hits as We Will Rock You, Bohemian Rhapsody, and so many others. His peculiar style set him apart. He was a very, very adventurous individual. In 1991, he died of complications of the AIDS virus, but he's still relevant to this day, and his music will always live forever. Number 8, Sylvester James, often referred to as the Queen of Disco. With his most notable hit, You Make Me Feel Mighty Real, Sylvester is very much celebrated to this day, even though he's been deceased over 35 years. His music and his style is still being discovered by many. Sylvester passed away in December 1988 of complications of AIDS. Number 9, Kurt Cobain of the group Nirvana. Although he's been gone 29 years, he's still relevant today, and pop culture keeps him alive. Kurt Cobain is still one of the most celebrated artists. Number 10, Robert Nesta Marley, known as Bob Marley, the father of reggae. He passed away in May of 1981 from melanoma in his toe. It's against Rasta beliefs to cut off any body parts, even your hair. We're all left to wonder what they would have become had they lived a little bit longer. but they've given us more music. They left an impression in this world that will never die. I also want to add Tupac Shakur. All Eyes on Me was probably one of the greatest rap albums. There's a special person, Minnie Riperton. She died over 43 years ago from breast cancer. Now, she's still being played in movies, commercials, and it's almost like she's never left. She didn't want to go, and it's very evident in her song, Memory Lane. Her daughter is a splitting image of her, Maya Rudolph. Minnie, we thank you for your music and your legacy that you leave here forever.